Coming up, 8 children killed, the deadliest mass shooting in the U.S. in 2 years. Where police are searching for a motive and the connection between the shooter and the young lives lost. School catches fire, thick smoke seen from miles away in Northern Virginia. What investigators just told our field crews before students go back to class.
A parent's not supposed to bury their child.
A mother's wish after her son was allegedly killed by a quadruple amputee driving a vehicle. How she wants justice in Maryland and her son to be remembered.
As we gear up for a new work week, temperatures are the talk of the town. We'll talk about how cool it will be tonight, but even cooler tomorrow night. We'll give you the lowdown coming up.
Also down, a backyard surprise. How a hot air balloon ended up on the lawn of one couple's home. I'll tell you about the unexpected ride of a lifetime. And supermarket savings from must-haves and sweet treats. Our latest price check will let you know what's gotten more expensive and cheaper ahead of your next trip to the grocery store.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Let's get right to your top story. Tragedy out of Louisiana tonight. That's where 8 kids were killed in what's reportedly the deadliest mass shooting in 2 years in the U.S. Police in Shreveport say the victims were 1 to 14 years old, and some were related to the sole suspect in this case. We're told the gunman was shot dead by police. A motive is unknown at this hour, and state police have taken over that investigation. An intense fire broke out at an elementary school in Alexandria, Virginia this afternoon. Did you catch the thick black smoke? Tall plumes could be seen from quite a distance. Check it out. Fairfax County Fire responded. They said they were called to Bryn Mawr Park Elementary School around 3:20. That's near the Beltway and I-395. They say they spotted heavy flames from the backside of the school. They got the fire under control without any injuries. What caused the fire and how much damage was done to the school is under investigation. Another fire broke out, but at a different elementary school today, this time in Prince George's County. Officials say it happened at Cesar Chavez Elementary School, and crews were able to put out the flames. Also, like the previous case, nobody was injured. That fire is also under investigation. A quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player remains in Charles County, Maryland jail. He's charged with first-degree murder. 27-year-old Dayton Weber is accused of fatally shooting his friend, Bradrick Wells. The family of the suspect and victim have remained silent until now. He spoke exclusively to DC News Now's Dave Lavelle.
The American Legion Hall in Clinton, Maryland is where family and friends gathered April 11th for the memorial service for Brad Wells. His mother said she chose to talk to DC News Now first because until Sunday, she had not been ready to discuss her son's murder publicly.
A parent's not supposed to bury their child. And this is something that I've had to do, and it's hard. My heart is very heavy.
Anita Stewart Murchison is still coming to terms with the loss of her son.
Brad was a light. He was a shining light. That when he walked into the room, it was like the room illuminated.
Court documents say Dayton Weber shot and killed Wells March 22nd, following an argument in Weber's car in La Plata. Charles County Sheriff's investigators claim Weber dumped the body in someone's yard in nearby Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Doug Murchison is Wells' stepfather.
He was like a son, like I never had.
Authorities arrested Weber March 23rd at a hospital near Charlottesville, Virginia. His attorney claims Weber acted in self-defense.
That's crap.
Stewart Murchison says her son had been friends with Weber for about 10 years, but something bothered her about him.
This guy has never been to my home. And I thought that was weird. I just want justice to be served for my son. I want justice served.
Weber is accused of 6 crimes, including first-degree murder, which could send him to prison for the rest of his life if he's convicted. In Clinton, Maryland, Dave Lavelle, DC News Now.
Heartbreaking stuff, Dave. Thank you. Meantime, we've learned several families are without a home, and a woman was hospitalized after a fire inside of an apartment complex today. This unfolded in Rockville, Montgomery County, and officials say it broke out at the residences of Congressional Village. That's along Rockville Pike. And the flames were told spotted coming from a bedroom inside of the third-floor apartment. Officials say damage displaced people living in 8 different apartment units. One woman was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, and the cause is unknown. New research is giving us a look at how fast or slow first responders get to a deadly crash scene. And get this, DC is coming out on top. Insurance company LendingTree shared their results after combing through federal traffic safety data. They found the average EMS response time in the district under 5 minutes, half the time of the national average. Second, Massachusetts, 6.4 minutes. Rhode Island and Nevada tied for third at 6.5 minutes. All right, meteorologist Scott Sumner standing by. Scott, you know, we're buckled in a roller coaster of temperatures over the last couple of days, and we're reaching the precipice, or at least the bottom of it tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
and then we're going to take off, you know, like those famous roller coaster rides, and zoom right up to the top. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you're a roller coaster person out there, but yeah, that's what we're on, a big old ride. All right, here we go, 53 outside. We've got clear skies, a big difference from when we talked at 6 o'clock. We had plenty of clouds around. And overnight lows are going to drop about another 10 degrees, bottoming out around 43 here in D.C. and the surrounding Beltway area. And you can see 41 in Manassas, 40 at Waldorf, 43 in Annapolis, 42 up the road in Baltimore, and 42 at Lexington Park. But you don't have to go that far inland, and you're in the upper 30s like Leesburg tonight, Winchester, and Woodstock. You'll be waking up to those type of numbers, middle and upper 30s to the lower and middle 40s. But it's going to get a lot colder than that. As a matter of fact, the National Weather Service last night had put out for tomorrow night, Monday night going into Tuesday, a freeze watch. And wouldn't be surprised if this gets changed by the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning to a freeze warning. But right now it's a freeze watch, and I'll talk about how cold it'll get tomorrow night here in the DMV coming up in just a bit. Ben?
All right, Scott. The Virginia General Assembly is headed back to Richmond this week on Wednesday to consider proposed changes by Governor Abigail Spanberger. Several high-profile bills were amended by the governor, including how governments will soon handle employees trying to unionize, as well as the commercial sale of marijuana. If legislators accept the bills as amended by the governor, they'll become law. If not, the bills return to Spanberger. She can sign them into law or veto them.
Already heard some advance venting, not just about Governor Spanberger's vetoes and amendments, but the fact that they have felt to some legislators like they've come out of nowhere.
Legislators will consider Governor Spanberger's amendments to bills, including to delay recreational marijuana sales until next July instead of January. Spanberger believes more time is needed to regulate the market. They will also consider her amendment giving local governments more time before they are required to allow for collective bargaining for government employees. The governor will have 30 days to consider any bills sent back to her desk. A proposed budget for Montgomery County would raise taxes for families. County Executive Mark Elrich's plan admits this, including a 6.3-cent property tax increase and a 0.1% income tax increase, saying it follows a drop in projected revenue because of actions by the Trump administration. However, Elrich believes despite the tax increase, families will end up in the green because of the federal tax cuts. He says they are delivering significant benefits to county residents.
Net benefit of the tax cuts is greater than the increases that we're putting into this, that we're proposing this year to fund basically programs that are meant to address the problems that we're facing going forward. You're actually getting money in your tax return to offset the costs.
It's Montgomery County's council members who will consider the county executive's proposed budget. A major setback for another data center in our area, yes, for Northern Virginia. Prince William County is no longer backing a development project, and if built, the proposal would have created the largest data center corridor in the country. 37 facilities across more than 2,000 acres. Do the math? That's equivalent to about 1,500 football fields. It was slated to be constructed next to Manassas National Battlefield Park. But the group that preserves the park say that they're grateful for the county's decision to drop their project endorsement.
People go to learn about history. They go to a battlefield or a historic site. They want to experience that authentic power of place with the noise and the destruction of what we call the view shed. We felt this was going to be so damaging.
The project is not completely dead just yet. The developers could still push forward without the county's support. In a galaxy not so far away, a life-size Lego Star Wars took place in Virginia at Fairfax County and the Seven Corners. The event commemorated the brand's new Smart Play initiative. New bricks add sounds and lights to Lego sets, and attendees were able to step into a life-size immersive world.
Had a lot of interactive stuff inside, so I thought it was a good experience to bring the kids, any age.
To experience and shop the new Lego technology with build stations and live demonstrations. Today, the district celebrated Emancipation Day with a parade and a concert. A lot of fanfare. The celebration commemorates the abolition of slavery back in 1862. That freed 3,000 enslaved people in D.C. 164 years ago. Attendees paraded down Pennsylvania Avenue before the big concert.
It's great that every year, year after year on Emancipation Day celebration, people come up with their friends and their families and celebrate the importance of Washington, D.C. and the importance that emancipation has meant for all of us.
Rapper T.I. was the headliner for the celebration, and D.C. native singer Maya and Go-Go Crew, the Backyard Band, also performed. Coming up on DC News Now, with those grocery prices still rising, we are stretching your dollar. Got a unique new way to save big bucks, but why you can't be picky on certain foods you buy. Time now, 9:11. We got a live look at Reagan National Harbor off in the distance. Squint, you'll see it. And Reagan National. We'll be right back.